Okay, we've gone over some of the essentials that you need for the bike trip. Now let's go over the rest of the packing list, okay? Of course, everyone riding a bike on the bike trip has to wear a helmet, okay? We have a bag of old funky helmets from yesteryear that if you forget your helmet or, whoops, and you think you're gonna get off without riding with a helmet, will make you ride one of those weird 20, 30-year-old helmets that may be harboring some kind of strange disease. Please bring a helmet. Another thing you're gonna need on the bike trip that kind of is an absolute must are bungee cords, okay? This is how you're gonna secure your sleeping bag to the top of your rack. You're gonna tie down your saddlebags, and it's just good to have a couple extras. You can just strap them to your bike rack if you're not using them. All right, the next thing you need is a water bottle, okay? Something like this. This is a stainless steel water bottle, but it goes in my water bottle holder on my bike. And so it sits down below in the water bottle cage below, and if I need water, I just grab it and drink it. Some people like things like this. This is one of those camelbacks that blows up into a bigger backpack. This will hold, I think this one holds like 2 liters, okay? In case you forgot, I don't have the bladder in here. It's actually inside the bag, I think, but the tube comes out over your shoulder, and there's water at your, that you can drink at all points and at all times when you're riding. But the problem with that is the water's on your back. It can weigh down on you. This mode, the water's on your bike. You're not carrying it on your person. So whatever you choose to do, I would suggest probably having a water bottle on your bike, okay? Next up, and this is optional, is a bike lock, okay? There are various times when you may need one. I think most kids probably don't bring a bike lock, but if you want to bring one, that's fine. Then there's also one of these doodads. This is the U-lock. So you got the kind of springy one with the U-lock bike lock. Not required, but if you want to lock your bike up, bring one. Okay, we also suggest you bring a spare tube for your bike. And every bike tire tube is different. So your homework is to figure out what the sizes of your tire tube on your own personal bike, and buy a spare tube for that tire. Okay, next I want to talk about mess kits. Okay, this is how you're gonna eat every night. All right, you can buy the fancy mess kits off Amazon. A few years back I did buy one. But honestly, there are way cheaper options that you may already have at your house, like this little doodad here. This is a sectioned plastic plate. If we have chili or soup or something, you can fill that little tray there. And then you have your fork, spoon, and knife, and you just get one of those Ziploc bags, and you just, after you wash your plate and your silverware, stick it in the Ziploc bag and stick it in your saddlebag, okay? Another option is something like this. This is like a Rubbermaid deal. It's got a lid on it, so you can take your silverware. The knife's a bit big, okay, but it's got partitions there so you can put soup in or whatever, and it'll double as a plate. You can eat pancakes in there. Got a lid on it. After you wash it, you put your silverware in there. You're good to go, okay? Those are a couple of cheaper options for mess kits, or you can go and buy a mess kit like from REI or even Walmart or something like that, or Amazon. Of course, you will need a Bible, okay? This is my Bible, and this is a little notebook I keep, and inside my Bible I have a little pen holder with a pen. I suggest you bring a pen and a notebook, okay? Because you're going to be bringing notes, and you have to bring a Bible because we're going to be having Bible studies every night. Bring your Bible. Okay, we're going to be camping. You got to have a light of some sort, okay? A lot of people have bike lights that go on their bike. Like I have one here. This is my bike light that like straps onto my handlebar. It's like you can charge it, whatever, you know, I'm not sure how long it'll last, but I just always leave it on my bike. And then what I generally use through the camp is this. I have a headlamp, which is really nice. You know, you can get these and get battery refills for them, you know. I've had this one for a few years. It's pretty handy, you know. You don't have to hold it. You just walk, you can see where you're going and stuff like that. It does get pretty dark at night, so you gotta be able to see where your tent is and stuff like that. And then another option is this. This is a solar powered like lamp that I bought a year or two ago. It's got the solar panel here, and then there's just a battery button and an on button. And it just has, you know, low, high, and blink. But this is nice. I actually hang this when I'm camping in my hammock. I'll hang this above my hammock. And this is inflatable, so like you can deflate it and squish it down, and it won't take up so much space. So gotta have some kind of a light. All right, next up, this is optional, but a lot of kids like to bring these. They're called hammocks. Ever heard of it? You gotta make sure you have your hammock straps too, okay? And it's not guaranteed there's gonna be a spot for you to hang your hammock, all right? You need to know that, especially the places we're going this year. I'm not sure if we'll be able to hammock much. But you can bring your hammock just to have it, and in case there's a spot where we can hammock, you're golden. An absolute must on every bike trip, you have to bring this. We're not gonna provide it for you. Is a sleeping bag, okay? And I would say this, when you are choosing your sleeping bag, bear in mind that this is going on your bike. You are strapping this thing onto your bike rack and hauling it around. So, you know, it's gonna be August. It'll be, you know, it's the warmer months, the warmest months probably in Washington, you know. So you pick the kind of sleeping bag you need, you think you'll need. But just remember, you have to haul it around on your bike. And with your registration, you got a packing list. You had to sign the permission slip, and then there was a PDF that went with your registration, your confirmation email, that has a list of suggested things to pack, like a poncho in case it rains. You know, they have those disposable ponchos. That's like a raincoat, and it has rained in the past, so you may consider bringing a poncho. We do have like a roll of garbage bags where kids will put them on and poke their arms out the side, and it kind of works as a poncho. But if you want, you can bring one. And I'm gonna let you read the rest of the packing list that's in your confirmation email. But I just wanted to go over some of those more important things that you may be confused about or not sure how it works or what it is, all right?